Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back to finally film my October monthly budget. I feel like I always come on here like, oh my god, I'm so sorry that I'm late. I'm so sorry that I'm late, but I'm actually really sorry that I'm late with this budget video. The point is that I'm finally here to set up my monthly budget spread with you guys. I have here my Erin Condren monthly planner in the 7x9 size, and I have pretty much all these stickers that I need to set up all these spreads here in my budget planner. I also have new nails, which I don't know if you guys can see too much, but they're really cute, girly, like spooky nails. I'll just zoom in just so you guys can quickly see them. They're honestly so cute and I love them. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys because I'm really obsessed with them. So for my budget spread, I will go ahead and grab a washi kit. I'm going to be using the, I believe, Pumpkins washi kit alongside the budget kit, which I personally use the one that separates your expenses by variable and fixed, but I do have another version just in case you guys want that. I'm gonna go ahead and flip. So where I like to set up my budget spread is right after the dashboard, right here on the right side. So that is where I will start everything. I also have some of these monthly budget foiled script stickers, which October's foil color is rose gold, so I just decided to bring out my rose gold scripts. This sheet comes in either July through December or January through June, so if you guys are interested in these, I do offer them in all 4 foils. I also have my soft-bound notebook, the Hello Kitty version here, where I like to set up all of my mock budget spreads. And yeah, I think I'm ready to go. So, sorry, I just wanted to adjust my camera to make sure that we were in frame. So let's see, this month I'm actually adding a few new categories to my budget, which I thought were essential after I started something or doing something last month. And of course, I'll talk about it more as I'm listing down my categories, but in total, I think I am adding, let's see, 2 categories. I'm also moving one of my variable expense categories to my fixed expenses. So there is definitely a lot of change, and this is also going to be the 3rd month going on living on my own, which is nice. I feel like I have grown so much as a person the past 2 months that I've been living here on my own. So yeah, I'm just excited to see what else ends up happening for me. So, okay, I have here my income header, and I want to make sure that we are all, it's so funny that I forgot to put my foiled script. Wow, that's hilarious. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the rose gold foiled October budget script, which I've just started offering foiled washi kits. If you guys have seen my November new releases video, then you guys would know that. So I'm really excited for that. I was actually going to make these washi kits foiled, but I didn't have enough time, which is okay. I'm just really excited for you guys to start using those new foiled washi kits because they are gorgeous. Okay, let's start with my first income source, which is my main source of income, which would be my shop Romina Rosa. So I'm just going to write Romina Rosa. And here, then I do like to have a category for any variable income, and those sources would be like YouTube, Patreon. I just started editing some videos for my friend Brenda, so I'm also getting some income from that. And I've started to sell some of my things. I'm actually in the process of selling all of my pops, which I feel like I have so many things, guys, that I can just start selling. So I am selling, you know, my pops, and then I do want to finally get to start selling my clothes, which I feel like I've been saying that for so long. So all of those I like to put in the variable income page just to save me some space here in my monthly budget spread, because I do have quite a bit of categories. Ever since, you know, I moved out on my own, I have a lot more bills to pay and I need as much room as I can get. So I'm going to now split up the income from my expenses and go right through them. I know I mentioned last month that I would start back up with the cash envelopes, and I really wanted to, like, that was my intention. But you know, sometimes things don't end up happening how you want them to, and that is okay. So I'm not going to promise anything for this month relating like cash envelopes or anything like that, especially because things are going to get crazier with the holidays and everything like that. And yeah, so I'm not sure when I'll do cash envelopes again. It just depends, especially because I'm also late with this video. So I want to say for November, or maybe I could take some of the leftover cash 1 week this month and stuff those, but I just don't want to stress out myself too much, especially with how much I have on my plate now. Not only with bills, but also because I don't have my mom working with me. She hasn't been working with me for a month, over a month. Yeah, and it's been really tough not having her here. All right, so let's start with my variable expenses. I will go ahead and start with the categories that I weekly check in with, which are as follows. We have groceries. I feel like I always write so funny because I'm trying to like stay in frame here, but like not be like, oh, let's get close up here. So I'm sorry about that. Okay, so for groceries, I am budgeting a little bit more than I did last month. I believe last month I budgeted $200 and I was over budget. You guys haven't seen my budget results video yet, but I had mentioned throughout the month that I thought I was going to be over, and I did end up being over. So I'm upping this amount from $200 to $230. So that is what I'm going to be budgeting for groceries. So $230. The next up I have household, which I believe I budgeted the same amount last month. I'm only doing $80. I'm actually trying to decrease this even more, but I think 80 should be fine for now. I'm actually not buying any decorations like fall or like Christmas or anything like that, because I feel like my apartment has been used a lot more for work than just to decorate. So yeah, I don't think I really need to spend any money on that this year, which is good. I mean, I do have some decorations that I could put up anyways from last year for my other apartment, so everything works out. And I'm definitely trying to not spend so much on things that I don't need. So I'm trying to be better about that these couple of months. Next, after household, I have my eating out category. And for this, I think budgeting $10 less than I did last month, so I'm budgeting $150, like so. Then next for allowance, I am budgeting less than I usually do. I've actually always given myself $100 from the beginning of me budgeting, but I am decreasing it by $20. All right, I'm not sure where my camera cut off, but I've started going to semi-personal training sessions. Go ahead and check out my morning routine. I will leave a link for it down below. But yeah, so since it wasn't in my budget last month, I did go ahead and use my allowance for some of the trainings. And so I thought, since I was already using money for my allowance and I wasn't really using it on anything else, that I could decrease my allowance in order to be able to budget for my training sessions, which is, as you guys are going to see, quite a bit. But I am really trying to not only work on myself mentally, but also physically. And I just want to feel good. And I think that every time I work out with my trainer, Frankie, I feel so much better. And it's such a great start to my day. So yes, that's my little spiel as to why I'm decreasing my allowance by $20, but that's what I'm giving myself for that. The next, for beauty, I am budgeting less than usual. I'm doing $200 this month here. After beauty, I have my gas for my car, which I did $80 last month, and I think towards the end of the month I kind of had to not use as much so that I would have enough to last me throughout the month. So I think I'm just going to do $90. I think if I pump $45 each time, I should be good. So I'm going to budget $90 for gas for my car. Then for my phone bill, I am doing the usual $72, which I believe it's going to be a little bit less, even less than that, just because I think I'm done paying my phone, which I know I mentioned that the next phone that I would get, I would just pay outright. But there's actually like a promotion with T-Mobile going on right now where I can trade in my phone and get some credit for a new phone. But I believe I would have to finance it, which I don't mind financing things with T-Mobile because there's zero interest and I'm able to take advantage of those promotions. So I'll see what I do, but I do want a new phone. I just don't know. I don't need it right now. So I just thought I would mention that because that is going to be significantly less than $72. That's just what I budgeted for at the beginning of the month. But of course, since it's been a few days since October began, then I kind of already know this. But I'm just going to go ahead and put what I had budgeted for all these categories in the beginning of the month, which is what I like to do. I like to see what I thought I was going to spend, let's say, and then at the end, how much I actually spent. Okay, so after my phone bill, I am adding a category for this month for a costume. As you guys know, I do like to dress up and I don't know. I feel like I've been adding this category every October for the past few years. So this year, I'm not going to tell you guys my costume yet, but I'm so excited for it. And so for costume, I'm going to budget $85. Costumes are so pricey, guys. And I was thinking of maybe making my own, but I found like the perfect costume. So yeah. Just wait on it. I promise I will vlog it. So that's gonna be for costume. Then I have my gas, which I am budgeting $15 for. I realized, and I'm gonna talk about this probably in my budget results video, but I realized that I completely forgot to pay for my gas bill, guys, in the month of September. I believe it was due like on the 13th, and I ended up paying it at the end of the month, which it was fine. Like I didn't have to pay anything extra, but it's just hilarious to me because it was my first time paying for a gas bill. I don't think I paid for gas at my other apartment. So yeah, that was funny, but I'm going to be budgeting $15 for that for this month. The next is my training sessions, which I just mentioned. And I'm actually going, if you guys don't know, every Tuesday and Thursday. So I went ahead and multiplied the 8 days by $35, which is how much each session is. And that equals a total of $280, which is, yes, quite a bit of money. And like I mentioned, I kind of already gave him a little spiel, but I feel so good and with so much energy after every single training session that I am definitely making it a thing to include it in my budget and to kind of prioritize that aspect of my life that maybe I didn't before. So yes, I am really happy that I'm able to add this in my budget this month. So that is what I'm going to be spending for my training sessions. And then last but not least, I will add an unbudgeted category here for any unexpected expenses that I may have throughout this month. I don't think I had any last month. Oh, actually there was one. Okay. Anyways, for this, I don't like to budget anything, so I will just write out a 0 there. And those are all of my variable expenses. I don't think I'll have space to skip a line because I have quite a few expenses here this month, so I will leave it like that. Yes, okay. Moving on to my fixed expenses side. Of course, after rent, I have my car payment, which this is $348 with 6 cents. Then car insurance, is $200. I have renter's insurance, and all of these numbers never change, which is why they're on the fixed expenses side, or they won't change throughout the month. So these are numbers that I already know, and I figured out why last month I paid $18 instead of the $15.33 that they quoted me. And the reason being was because it was some sort of like prorated charge because I changed in the middle of the month, I believe, or something like that. I was looking at the bill, so it is going to be $15.33 from now on. Then I decided to move my internet category to my fixed expenses because it has not changed, and I don't think I'm ever going to get cable or anything like that. So it is a safe bet to just put it in here. So that is $74.99. Then next I have a category for any subscriptions, and these are really small subscriptions like my iCloud storage as well as Spotify. So in total those two are $6.99. If I had bigger subscriptions like Netflix, Hulu, and all of that, I would probably separate it, but I don't have the necessity to do that since it's such a small amount. So that's why I keep it all together. Then after subscriptions, I have my student loan payment, my minimum payment at that, which is, or has always been, $130.77. Then I have a category for giving, which gets $150. And then last but not least, for fixed expenses, I have my sinking funds, which this month I will be stuffing with $726. So those are all of my fixed expenses, and my other camera just turned off, so I think this happened last time, did it not? That's so funny. I'm sorry about that, guys. I just realized that I hadn't charged my battery, but that's okay. We will live. Now next up, which is the video, this is almost done, but last thing I'm going to do is separate the expenses, or just add this glitter washi so that I can go ahead and write out my totals and finish up with the spread. So the total section will be right here, and this is, I think, perfect so you guys can kind of compare between how much you either brought in for income or spent for variable and fixed. And I like having things together and kind of reiterate them, and that's throughout my planner. Like, I know I have a section for my debt and savings on my dashboard page, let's say, but I also like to have a specific page in the beginning of my budget planner for that. I just like to see it multiple times in different ways. I just really like that. So for totals here, I'm going to write in income, and then variable for variable expenses, and then fixed for fixed expenses. And I can go ahead and total these numbers up now that I'm here as well. So for variable expenses, we have $230, $80, $150, $80, $200, $90, $72, $85, $15, and $280. That is a total of $1,282, which I will put right here as a budgeted amount. And then for fixed, we have $14.45, $348.06, $200, $15.33, $74.99, $6.99, $130.77, $150, and $726, which those equal to $3,097.14. And I will put that in the budgeted amount like so. So what's perfect about this section is at the end of the month, when I'll be filming my budget results video, I will just go ahead and put all of my actuals here and subtract my expenses from my income, and whatever amount I have left, I like to write in this pattern squared off box. And that's kind of going to indicate how much money will go into my savings. And then I'll just grab some of this deco that comes in the budget kits and lay these down like so. And with that being said, that is going to be pretty much it for this October budget setup video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed taking a look at my budget and everything that I have in here. Like I mentioned, I did go ahead and add a few new categories to my budget. So let's go ahead and see how I do for October. Definitely let me know in the comments down below if you maybe have added a category for either like a costume for this month, or if you've increased your household category for decorations. I know I would do that in the past, but I am definitely trying to be better about overspending or not spending on things that I don't necessarily need. If you guys enjoyed this video, as always, please do not forget to give it a huge thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already. And hopefully I will see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.
Nice, baby. Turn it down like it's sweet and ready. Go slow, keep it nice and steady.